Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you all how to make my Bohemian poncho that I have posted on my social media accounts recently. You're going to need a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a threading needle, and I use between 5 and 6 of I love this yarn, or I love this cotton yarn in 2 black. You can use any color you'd like. I will say that the cotton yarn does give a more of a drapey, lacier effect than acrylic yarn. But I also am going to be showing you different points of this video. You're going to see me toggle back and forth between the green and the black because I worked on 2 while I was creating this tutorial. So this one, I believe I used 4 skeins of this Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber, and the color is Green Apple. I will say the color is very vibrant, and I really like the way that this one came out. It does look slightly thicker with the worsted weight acrylic versus the cotton yarn. So the choice is yours. You can use whichever one you like. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's move on to our beginning of our project. So we're going to start with a chain 4, and we're going to go into our first chain and create a ring. We're going to chain 5. That'll be our first triple crochet with a chain 2. We're going to place 7 more triple crochets with a chain 2 in between each one for a total of 8 triple crochets with chain 2 in between them. When we make it back around to our first triple crochet, which was the chain 5, we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the chain 5. That will be your first row. So moving on, we are going to chain 1 and single crochet into that same stitch, and we're going to put 5 single crochets in each of our chain 2s, and then we're going to put 1 single crochet into our triple crochet. So 5 in each one, and then 1 in each triple crochet. We make it back around to the beginning. We're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet that we made. We're setting up our foundation for our next row, and our next row will be different shell stitches, shell stitches right above these single crochets. It's going to look like a pretty flower when we move on to the next row. So let me make my way back around, and I'll let you guys know exactly what to do from there. So now that we've made our way back around, we're going to chain 1 and place a single crochet into the same stitch that we were just in. We're going to skip 2 stitches, and in the 3rd single crochet we're going to place 5 double crochets. and this will create our first shell. Once we've created the 5 double crochets, we're going to skip 2 more single crochets and place a single crochet in the 3rd single crochet, and you should be right above the triple crochet. So we're going to do that again. Skip 2 single crochets, place 5 double crochets into the 3rd single crochet, and when we're done we skip 2 and then place a single crochet to finish it off in that 3rd stitch. So we've made it back around and we slip stitch into the first single crochet. We're going to slip stitch up to the 3rd double crochet of your shell, and then we're going to make a single crochet in that 3rd double crochet and chain 6. We're going to place a single crochet in each of the 3rd double crochets of each shell with a chain 6 in between. So when we come back around, your work should look something like this. Moving along, we're going to slip stitch into our chain 6 space, and we're going to chain 2 and 1 half double crochet, chain 2 again, and then place 2 half double crochets. Chain 2 again, and then place 2 more half double crochets. And when we move on, we're going to chain 2 again and move into our next chain 6 space. Place another 2 half double crochets, then chain 2, 2 half double crochets, chain 2, 2 half double crochets. You're going to want to follow that same pattern all the way around. Then slip stitch into the chain 2 space that we made in the beginning. Your work should look something like this. Let's go ahead and slip stitch into that 2nd chain, and then we're going to slip stitch again into the half double crochet and then slip stitch into our next chain 2 space, and we're going to repeat our same little pattern we have going. We're going to chain 2, then place 1 half double crochet, chain 2, then we're going to place 2 half double crochets in our next chain 2 space, and then we chain 2, place 2 half double crochets. So basically in every chain 2 space we're going to place 2 half double crochets, and we're going to make sure we have chain 2 space in between each set. We'll do that all the way around to the beginning and then slip stitch in our chain 2 space. So this is what we have so far. We're going to do that same row again. So we slip stitch into the half double crochet and then into the chain 2 space. And then we're going to chain 2 and place a half double crochet in this chain 2 space, then chain 2, half double crochet in the next chain 2 space, and then we're going to repeat this all the way around. This will be our last row. I'm going to go ahead and slow it down because I know I move a little fast. So we're going to do this all the way around. This will be our last row with this little design that we have going with the 2 half double crochet, and of course I've got a little bit of a knot going on. Sorry about that. All right, I'll meet you all back around. So we're going to slip stitch over to our chain 2 space, and we're going to start making our corner. So we're going to chain 2 and then place 1 double crochet, and then we're going to chain 2, then we're going to place 2 double crochet together, and then we're going to chain 2 again, and then place 2 double crochet together. So we're going to chain 3. We're going to skip that first set of half double crochets, and then we're going to place a single crochet in the next set of half double crochets. Then do that again, chain 3, then a single crochet in the next set, chain 3, single crochet in the next set, chain 3, single crochet in the next set. So we should have a total of 4 single crochets and then the chain 3 spaces in between. Now I'm going to go ahead and slow it down, and we're going to make our next corner. So we chain 2, I'm sorry, chain 3. And then we're going to skip a set of half double crochets, and then we're going to place a 2 double crochet together here in the next chain 2, and then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to place another 2 double crochet together, chain 2, and we do that one last time so that we have 3 sets of 2 double crochets together with the chain 2 in between. And we put that all in that chain 2 space, and then we skip the next set of half double crochets and we single crochet in the next set after that, and then we chain 3, single crochet in the next set of half double crochets, chain 3 again, single crochet into our next set of half double crochets, and then do that one more time. And we chain 3. So like I said, you should have 4 single crochets with chain 3 in between each one. So I made it back around. We just keep repeating that process all the way around so that we have our 4 corners. Okay, so this is what your work should look like. So moving on, we're going to slip stitch into our chain 2 space, and we're going to chain 3. I'll place 2 double crochet in that same space, and we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to place a triple crochet in the top of this 2 double crochet together, the center one. Okay, so we put our first triple crochet, and then we chain 1 and then place another triple crochet into that same 2 double crochet together. Okay, then we chain 2 and then we place 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space. Okay, so this is what we should have. Then we're going to chain 3, and in the next chain 3 space we're going to place 3 double crochet, and we're going to chain 3. We're going to skip the next chain 3 space, and we're going to go into that center chain 3 space. So we place 3 double crochet here, and then we chain 3, and we skip the next chain 3 space, and in the chain 3 space after that we're going to place another 3 double crochet, and then we're going to chain 3, repeat that into your next chain 2 space. We're going to place 3 double crochet, and then we're going to do our triple crochet V-stitch again. So we're going to chain 2, and then we make a triple crochet in the top of that 2 double crochet together, and then we chain 1 and then place another triple crochet in that same spot. So I know I was moving really fast with that, so I'm gonna go ahead and replay that in slow motion, that little corner that we had. So we went ahead and made our 3 double crochet, and then we chained 2, and then we made our triple crochet V-stitch, which is 1 triple crochet plus a chain 1 and then another triple crochet, and that's all going in that second set of the 2 double crochet together from the previous row. Okay, so we chain 2, then we're going to place our 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, and then we chain 3. Oh, excuse me. We go into that next chain 3 space and place another 3 double crochet. And we chain 3 again. We're going to skip the next chain 3 space, and we're going to place 3 double crochet into our center, which is not this one, but the next one. We'll place 3 double crochet here, and then we're going to chain 3 again after this last one. Okay, and then so we skip that next chain 3 space and go into the following chain 3 space and place 3 double crochet again. And then we're going to chain 3. And we're going to repeat that same process all the way around. We made it back to the beginning. We're going to slip stitch over into our chain 2 space. Okay, now we're going to put a chain 3 here and then 3 more double crochet in that same space for a total of what would be 4 double crochet with a chain 3 equaling 1 double crochet. So our next chain 1 space, we're going to place 2 double crochet. This is our corner here. So we're going to place 2 double crochet with a chain 2 and then 2 double crochet again, all in that same space. I'm going to go in slow motion just to show you all again. Okay, so that was that last set of the 2 double crochet. Now we're moving on to our next chain 2 space. We're going to place another 4 double crochet. And basically in all of our spaces we're going to make 4 double crochet, and we're not chaining in between. We're only chaining at the corner, like the corner we just made with that chain 2 in between the 2 double crochet. So when we make it all the way across, we are going to do the same thing over again and make our corner. So I'll go ahead and let this play out, and I'll meet you all at the end. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and slip stitch at the top of our chain 3. Now we have all 4 sides done. 4 double crochet in each of our chain spaces, except for the corners. The corners we only place 2 double crochets with the chain 2 and then 2 double crochets again. This is what your piece should look like. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next round, which is a triple crochet V-stitch round. So we're going to go ahead and chain 5 and then place 1 triple crochet in that same place that we just came from, in between the 2 sets of the 4 double crochet. Now we're going to skip 2 double crochet, and we're going to go ahead and place another triple crochet V-stitch in our 3rd double crochet. Now there's the one triple crochet plus a chain 1 and another triple crochet. Then we're going to skip 2 again. That's 2 spaces again, and then we're going to place 3 triple crochet with a chain 1 space in between here. So our work should look something like this. So moving on, we're going to go ahead in slow motion. We're going to skip 2 double crochet and then place another triple crochet V-stitch in our 3rd double crochet. So that's 1 triple crochet, chain 1, 1 triple crochet, all in the same double crochet from our previous row. And then we're going to skip 2, do the same thing in the next one. We're going to do that all the way across. When you skip 3 double crochet towards the corner, your numbers might be off, and that's perfectly fine. It's a free form design, so you just go ahead and make your corners like usual. As long as you have the same amount of V-stitches on each side, you should be fine. Now during our last triple crochet V-stitch, you will notice that there's only one space before you get to the beginning of the round, and that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and slip stitch into the 4th chain of our first chain 5. Then we're going to slip stitch into the V-stitch space, chain 3. We're going to place 3 more double crochet into that same space, and then we're going to place 4 double crochet into each of our centers of our triple crochet V-stitches. And then when you make it to that corner where there's the 3 V-stitches with the chain 1 in between, you're going, like right where I'm at, you're going to chain 2, and then that'll create your corner, and then we keep moving on with the 4 double crochet in each of your centers of your V-stitches. And we're going to repeat this process for all 4 sides of our square, making sure that you chain 2 in each corner, or else it'll just look like it's starting to turn into a circle. So I'm going to show you in slow motion right here. This is one of our corners. So we just chain 2 and then place another 4 double crochet into our next chain 1 space. And that's it. That's the only extra step that you're going to take on each corner. And then you just continue on with the 4 double crochet in each of your centers of your triple crochet V-stitches. So I'll go ahead and meet you all back around. So slip stitch in the top of your chain 3, and then we're going to chain 5, and then another triple crochet in that same space that you were just in, and we're going to place a triple crochet V-stitch in between your 4 double crochets, in between each of your 4 double crochets, I should say. That's what we're doing now. We're doing a triple crochet V-stitch round. And you see I'm just going in between the sets of 4 double crochet. Now we're going to go ahead and show you all what to do in this corner space. We're going to place 1 triple crochet V-stitch, and then we're going to do the set of 3 like we did in the previous triple crochet V-stitch round. So not the previous round, but the round before that. So we put 1 triple crochet V-stitch, and then we did another triple crochet, chain 1, triple crochet, chain 1, triple crochet, and then 1 last V-stitch, a triple crochet V-stitch. I hope that makes sense. We have our first triple crochet V-stitch, then we're going to make a triple crochet, chain 1, triple crochet, chain 1, triple crochet again, and then 1 last triple crochet V-stitch, all in that corner, the corner space. So we're going to continue on making our triple crochet V-stitches in between each of our 4 double crochet blocks. We're going to work our way all the way around with each corner just like the corner that we just made in slow motion. The corner is 1 triple crochet V-stitch plus our triple crochet fork, I guess you can call it, and then 1 more triple crochet V-stitch. Okay, moving along, we're going to slip stitch into the first triple crochet V-stitch that we made on the previous row, and then we're going to chain up 3 and then place 3 double crochets in that center of the V-stitch. Then we're going to place 4 double crochets in each of the centers of the V-stitches all the way around. And when you get to your corners, we're going to make 4 double crochet and then a chain 2 and then 4 double crochet again. Now I'm going to go ahead and just work across this side here that I'm working on, and then when we get to the end where I create the corner, I'll go ahead and stop and show you all before we move on to the next round. So we slip stitch into the top of the chain 3, and then we're going to go ahead and chain up 3 again, and we're going to place 1 double crochet in each of the double crochets all the way around. And when we get to our chain 2 corner spaces, we're going to place 2 double crochet, then a chain 2, and then 2 double crochet again, all in that chain 2 space for each corner. So this is really repetitive. I'm probably gonna go ahead and let this video clip play out until I get to the corner, just to show you all what it looks like, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the final round, which will be a double crochet chain 1 round. And just for visual references, if you refer back to my green poncho, I did skip this round on my green poncho. So just so you all see it later on in this video and you're like, what happened? That's exactly what happened. I ended up skipping this round. So we've made it back around. I'm going to go ahead and chain 4 after slip stitching in the top of our chain 3. And then we're going to skip 1, then double crochet chain 1, then skip the next one, double crochet chain 1, skip the next one, double crochet chain 1, and we're going to repeat this all the way across. And when we get to our corner chain 2 space, we're going to place 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet again. And then we chain 1 and keep repeating the same process on all 4 sides. Now this is freeform row, so there will be some counts that are off, like towards the corners, but it won't be a big deal as long as you have all 4 sides with the same amount of double crochet chain 1s, then you should be perfectly fine. When you come back around to the end, you're going to go ahead and slip stitch in the top of your chain 3, and then you're going to fasten off and make 3 more of these squares. So this is what your square should look like once you have completed it. Keep in mind that for my green poncho, I did not do the second to the last round of the double crochets in each stitch, so it's missing on this square. So when you go to assemble your squares, you should attach them like so, and I'll show you how to attach the last one in just a second. So what I did was just do a single crochet attachment on the sides, and then you're going to fold your left and right ones in half toward you and then attach the last square. So when you're attaching your squares, you want the wrong sides to be facing you, not the right sides. And you just go ahead and attach them, and you're going to put 1 single crochet in between each of the corresponding stitches of both squares and single crochet in each one across all the way to the end, and then you slip stitch to fasten off. Once you've completed this process and you've attached all 4 squares, you're going to want to weave in all of your ends, and we're going to begin working on the top of our neckline. We're going to add a couple of rows to that just to close it off a little bit, and we'll go ahead and show you that as soon as this clip is over. So moving on, we're looking at the top of our work, where the neckline is, and you notice there's a little valley there, which is like the V shape. That's where we're going to start. And we're going to start in the top left space. I'll show you in just a second. Not there. I go back a couple so that I can show you all. We're going to, when we work on this little valley area, we're going to double crochet 3 together. So I start on the left, right where my thumb is, in that little hole there. And we're going to place double crochet 3 together here. So we're going to attach our yarn, and then we will chain up, and then we place one double crochet 2 together. So we're going to place the first one right here in the center, and then we'll place the second one in the next space right in there. Okay, and then after that we are going to skip the next space, and then we are going to place a double crochet in the next double crochet, and then we're going to place one double crochet in all of the double crochets. We are not going to chain one. We are basically decreasing, so we're skipping all of our chain ones, and this is going to close it up a bit more. So when we get to the opposite side, that little valley area again, we're going to repeat the same process that we just started with. We're going to put a double crochet 3 together, and then we'll make it back around. So coming back down to our next little valley, or the base of our V-neck, we're going to make another double crochet 3 together. So we go into that space and we do our first stitch, and then in the center we do our second stitch. And I did mess up here, so I'm going to undo it. We're going to put our first stitch on the left hand side, then our second stitch right in the center, and then our third stitch in that next space. And then we're going to, you see how I have all 3, and we're just going to slip through, and then we skip that next double crochet, and then make a double crochet in the following, and in each double crochet along back to the beginning, we're skipping our chain 1. Well, here we are at the end, or actually back at the beginning, I guess you can say, and we are just going to go ahead and slip stitch right into the first chain that I made to begin with. And we're going to go ahead and chain up 1, and then we're basically making our double crochet 3 together again, but we're only doing 2 out of the 3. So we did a double crochet on our next one, and then I ran into this little knot, so I'm gonna have to fix that later. But I chained 1, skipped 1, and then another double crochet in the next space, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next space, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. I'm saying spaces, but I do mean stitch. I'm so sorry. In the next stitch, like so. And we're going to do that all the way around until we get to our little valley on the other side, and we're going to go ahead and place a double crochet 3 together again like we did on the previous row, and then keep moving forward with our pattern of our double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 all the way back to the beginning. And when we make it back around, we're going to do the beginning of a double crochet. We're not going to yarn over and finish it. We're just going to slip stitch. Well, we go into that beginning chain 1 and then slip stitch through, and then fasten it off, weave in all of our ends, and your poncho should be complete. I hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial. I'm still very new to making tutorials like this, especially with the software that I'm using. If you're on Instagram, you can go ahead and tag me in any pictures of the poncho that you decide to create. My username is at Cassandra's_crafts. You can also find me on TikTok, Cassandra's Crafts. Thank you all so much. Enjoy your day.